Hey everybody, Dungeoneer here. Today we'll be continuing our journey into some temples in Phantom Abyss. So if you joined us last time, we were successful in clearing our Vine Whip with its curse. So now we will be trying out one of our other, 4 whips that we have to clear. So if you've joined us in our last videos, you'll know that each of these blue whips you can see here have a boon and a bane. And so what our goal is to get to the bottom of the temple and claim the relic in the red zone. And in doing so, with one of these blue whips here, it will clear out the bane and we'll be left with just a boon. I don't think we're going to go with the void whip today, just because only having one heart container would be kind of rough, especially this will be my first run of today. So kind of want to put that one on hold just for now. It's kind of thinking the lightning whip or here we go. Well, disappeared on me. There we go. Or the ice whip. So this one was kind of interesting. I was checking it out for a moment, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop walking now. As you can see, I just keep sliding. That might be a interesting choice. Or the other one here, where long falls and crushes are lethal. That might be something we could make our way through. And then we do get super speed as well. We'll be zooming right along the entire time. Doesn't seem like the slide has sped up any. We'll actually slow down when we slide, so that's interesting. But I think this will be the whip we go with, and let me get the name of it. The lightning whip. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and jump into the temple. And to just give you a high breakdown of the game, we have 3 different color regions, green, blue, and red, and we have 3 zones in each to complete. And then we will be in the final room, which has multiple different fires we need to light in order to open the treasure room. So this time we have the Devouring Rage. So I believe this is going to be the first time this is going to be featured in one of my videos. So that is the guardian of this temple. In the Devouring Rage, what he will do is he will constantly follow us through the entire areas, and if we are to touch him, we take damage. It used to be where if he ends up running into you in any way, shape, or form, you would instantly die and your run would be over. But it seems they have changed that a little bit, and now you instead just take damage. And as you can see, somebody has already perished here, and that's why this is turned blue. It no longer does damage since somebody has been killed by it before. And so what I was doing here was just killing some time, letting these other players make their way through. These are phantoms who have played this before and unfortunately did not make it through. And so yeah, we can go claim their essence and we get more health because we do that. And just like that, we have 4 hearts now instead of the starting 2 that we had. I'm not quite sure how he fell off over there. I guess just bad luck. But as you can see, the floor only shows up whenever you point at it with the intention of jumping that direction. There we go. Yep, nice and fun. Doesn't appear to be any treasure over there. So in the green zone, our main objective is going to be collecting as much gold as we can, get a few blessings. Blessings allow us to get these abilities that make our runs a tad bit easier. So that's why we're trying to collect all the parts and all of the gold that we can, just to make our lives a good bit easier as we make our way through these different levels of the temple. If you feel like you can't get up here, an easy thing is to just jump on one of those torches, or lights, I guess. I'll just call them candles, that'll work. Yep, looks like a candle to me. And this way we could buy to not have to do this section here, but once we're in the green zone, there's no real reason we can't just make our way through it. Yep, nice and easy. Very simple trap there. Okay. Guess we are still in the green zone. It's not going to be too difficult. Oh, almost missed some gold. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to take any damage for... Said a long fall would be lethal. Not quite sure what it considers a long fall as opposed to a regular fall. But we'll just try not to risk it in general. And we'll hope that we can get some wings or the double jump. That would really save us from having to deal with that at all. And speaking of double jump, as you can see here, one of the phantoms that is left alive actually grabs one of the green relics, so we know he won't be following us to the blue or the red zone. And I usually stay on that page, but it mentioned the Devouring Rage. He will spawn partway through the map, and then he will just begin making his way to us. If we're not careful, he will end up getting close to us and causing us some damage. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we are collecting gold and stuff. Usually my advice is to take your time, but with the Devouring Rage you have to be mindful of not letting him get close to you or redirecting him if he does get too close. Nice simple jump up here, grabbing all the gold we can. But I didn't have to go down this. One of the other options is do the reverse of what we just did. One of those jumps could easily kill us if we're not careful. Dodge the poison gas in some of the vases here as well. And there we go, nice and easy second level. And Lucky doesn't really do anything good for me. I don't know the chances of Lucky, but it doesn't seem to happen very often for me, so I usually go with the bonus heart. Right, and as you can see, he's already gotten more difficult. It went up by 0.25. He didn't actually show himself on that second one, which is surprising, but I'm sure that will be a one-off thing. He will definitely be here soon. Right, these nice people go ahead of us just in case they die. We can pick up their essence pretty easily. And I believe this is one of the rooms that you have to grab the key to open the door. Yep, but just like I thought, some of the other phantoms have already opened the door for me, so I don't even have to do it. That's one good thing about having the other phantoms here. I would have had to go grab that key from over there and bring it over. Now I'm just double checking, making sure I didn't miss any gold, which I almost did. We'll grab all that. Continue forward. Once again, not in a hurry, especially in the green zone. We don't have the Devouring Rage following us just yet. And I said his name too many times, now he's ready. And that was a dumb mistake. I got used to the last whip that allowed me to jump a lot higher. I got really adjusted to doing that, so I'll have to keep that in mind as I continue forward. That this whip allows me to run fast, not jump high. I believe this will be the first time I've taken damage in the green zone in one of the videos, so that's interesting. Alright, so now our options are to continue to the blue or finish the green. We're going to continue forward to the blue after we buy our blessing, of course. And this is the perfect one to get for the Devouring Rage, in my opinion. because the Banishing Whip, it allows you to whip the Guardian, I believe, twice in one level. And in doing so, they disappear for a little bit, and then they will come back. So I believe that is the perfect one to be using on him, on the Devouring Rage, just so if he gets close to us and we need some time to breathe, we can just whip him just like that, and he'll go away for a little bit. Especially as he gets faster and faster as we continue along here. And now we'll just rinse and repeat. Now we're in the blue area. 3 more rooms to do before we can make it down to the red zone. And it looks like 2 other phantoms have joined us in our adventures in the caverns. Oh, and one of them just died. Was a bit surprising. That was sad. Hey, we got an extra heart out of it, so. And that's one of those falls that I could have took damage from. There we go. Second time's the charm. Over here and grab the gold. Nice and easy with that double jump, just to get down. Go up here. Now we have more fun with the dart shooters. We'll just work our way around those. And serpentine just a little bit so we don't get hit. This is a nice change of pace from the last whip we did, in which I couldn't take any darts or I would instantly be murdered. One slight difference from our last playthrough. Should not have walked back through pathing that he had set, because that would have been a good way to get shot. Oh, I could have took some damage there as well. I was worried that fall would have got me. Fortunately, it did not. Easy there. This is a difficult choice. I'm going to go with the soul armor just because that's reusable. Palm won't really have that much effect for us because we do have the banishing that'll work for us for a little bit. And it looks like either this other phantom is going to head with us to the red zone or he will end up perishing along the way. So let us continue forward and see what happens. As you can see, the Devouring Rage here is getting more difficult as we go. Getting to the second level of the blue zone. Oh, and it looks like his health bar has 1 more hit left, so I wish him luck. Horrible placement on that. And we'll let it get ahead of us, because again, not in a hurry. Getting in a hurry is how you run into mistakes. Alright, and this is one of the dark rooms. In order to see pretty well, we need a crystal. the crystals periodically disappear. So we gotta make sure we're grabbing a new one as we go. And then just see where we're going, that is. And there's our Devouring Rage friend. We'll go ahead and banish him for a little bit. Where we have some breathing room and we can worry about finishing the room without taking any damage. Very difficult to see in here, and sometimes these traps do sneak up on you. Got the money elevator. And you hear that scream, that is because the Devouring Rage is now coming back, and he's not that happy about being whipped in the face. And alright, we're back in another dark room. Good. Just run directly through these. Oh no. I didn't even notice he got ahead of me. Twists and turns, he's actually ending up in front of me. There we go, this is the last time I get to do that in here, so let's hope that we're getting to the end here soon. Right. Perfect. Definitely take the wings. I felt like I was using them the whole time. So I have one phantom remaining, but I thought that was the last one. Alright, there we go. Corrected itself. Now we have 0 phantoms remaining. We're on our lonesome for the last blue area here. And then hopefully we'll make it down to the red zone to at least give it a go. Issues there on the rocks. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Trying to get a bearing of what's going on in this room. Again, just taking our time for now. Whoops, almost messed that one up. Gold back here. Sure, okay. Ooh, in my most hated room. We're gonna go invincible here for a moment. There we go. I always forget about having that ability when I do have it, so I'm very surprised at myself for remembering it this time. Our friend showing up. He didn't want us to forget about him. That's pretty fair. Alright, now we could choose to finish up the blue zone or continue to red. I'd say we're doing pretty well here, so let's continue forward. Only that one slight mistake near the beginning. Hopefully we can maintain our health here as we continue forward. As you can see, he's getting faster and faster. This is our final area here. We have 3 levels to do, and then the unlocking of the treasure door. And it's at this point I will give you my usual reminder that I will try to ignore most of the opportunities for gold here, just because these hallways here to the left and right are usually trapped and there's gold at the end of them. But honestly, I'm not going to be risking my health just for some gold, especially because I already have most of the blessings that I want at this point in the game. No reason I should be risking more than needed. Now, if the gold treasure chest is just kind of in my path, then I'm not going to pass it up, but if I have to go out of my way to get it, then probably. Awful room. And yeah, I didn't see that until it was too late. Trying to pick up the pace here because he is on my tail, but unfortunately we're in a tight hallway here. There we go. Alright, not too bad so far. Let's see if we can maintain that momentum. Got a great room to start with, too. Actually, not too bad, not too bad. That's another one that I'm not going to go out of my way to grab, as you've seen the boulders randomly fall there. And I'm not trying to deal with that. And I just took damage in. Making some careless mistakes here, but that's fine. Nobody is perfect. We'll just try our best. And another awful room. Whip him already. Need this boulder to get out of my way. There we go. Back. So let's try to get through here. Ugh, what a gross room. Turn on the invincibility there. What? Took me a second to realize the game plan for that room. That's okay. Cool. Did not mean to go that far. Ooh, that was close. Alright. I mean, I meant to do that. I'm a professional. And incredibly humble. Perfect combination. Alright, now the Devouring Rage is going to get ever increasingly difficult. Oh, I did not. This is the first time I've actually noticed this. My invincibility and the banishment both share the same bar, so I can only do 2 in total, not 2 each. Today I learned. But I believe I chose the perfect times to use those, in my opinion. Oh, I like this one. Not too many traps. This one's awful as well. Especially when you take lethal damage like that. Well, Phantom has been captured. So now we'll have to leave it up to somebody else to give us back our lightning whip. So once you take a death in the temple, you can no longer try that temple again, and your whip is stuck in there until you purchase it back using some of the keys. Since this is a red whip, it will cost the red keys to get back, or I can wait and somebody that has cleared the temple can release my whip back to me. So, but unfortunately we were raided on floor 3 of the red zone. That is unfortunate. Alright, so the lettuce will return. So close to the end, but still so far. But that is going to happen sometimes. And yes, now we're going to be taken back to the entrance here. And we'll have to try again with a different temple. So at least we get the essence we've collected so far, and got a new whip skin. Okay, that's interesting. Go take a look at that. Deluxe whip. I don't even know what deluxe whip is. Gonna be the last one I check. Oh, there we go. Huh, interesting. There we go. Very interesting. All right, perfect. Well, there's our new deluxe whip festival version. It appears that we get to get the bane off this whip again with the festival whip, so that might be something we do here in the future. Based on my recollection, I only have to clear the green zone with this one in order to clear that. Assuming so. Quite interesting. Alright, but with that, we will go ahead and end this episode. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully next time we'll be able to clear the red zone and clean up one of our whips here. But until then, thank you all for watching, and if you like this sort of content, please like and or subscribe. Thank you so much.